So a couple things on blues improv, and I'm gonna kind of sit in this funky position because it's the only way I can sit right now. But a couple things for your minor pentatonic. Maybe work. This is not improv, but an exercise is 1 3 5 7 1. And I do a hammer on, pick, hammer on, pick, hammer on, pick, and then pull off on pick, pull off, pull off. So maybe something just to work on. Another thing out of minor pentatonic is just taking 1, flat 3, 4, and then doing this. Back to 3, flat 3, 1. So it can lead to a lot of things, but again, 1, flat 3, 4, and then this slide, and then you can just pull off or pick, and a little slight bend on this guy, the flat 3. And then you can end it on 1, or you can end it on another flat 3 kind of bend. Whoops, I did more than that. It's very common to end a blues phrase with a minor third, kind of almost leading up to a major third, but not quite. So kind of work on that, and always be working on your pedal lick, because as I just did a second ago, I don't know what I did. That happens a lot. But another thing to practice is just going 1, flat 7, 5, 4, flat 3, 1. Oops, I had the flat 5. I'm gonna want to play a bunch of licks, but you got to start somewhere in that. Maybe double up on the 1, and then maybe go to your flat 3 ending. So there's a little bit of minor pentatonic. Out of minor pentatonic too, you can always practice bending your flat 7 to 1, and you're gonna have to mute the heck out of the other strings. And I do that kind of by resting my hand on the strings. What am I doing here? I've forgotten what I'm doing. But rewind and do that, but rest your hand on the strings. What else we got? Otherwise, maybe try working on this. Think of your minor pentatonic, but add your major third. But you're going to go 1, 4, 6, double stop, back to 1, and then bar a flat 3 and 5 and hammer on to a major third, back to 1. You don't have to do that, but the lick is, whoops, you can do it anywhere. But something to work on. But what I really was going to get at today is, as far as improvising, go painkillers, is the turnaround, this turnaround. And so that starts, and I think you kind of know this, it's the same thing, but we're going to add the first string. And you can look at this as, you think I'm in A, so there's our root. You can think of this as a 3 chord with the flat 3, the root of the 3 chord, and a flat 5. You just keep that shape to go down a half step as a passing tone, and then you're on a 2 chord, flat 3, root with a flat 5, and then it's going to go to the triad 3, 5, 1. But as far as improvising goes, you can really just do a lot of I'm saying is you can use these shapes to improvise with no plan in mind. I mean, I slid up to it. But in slow motion or a slow blues, you could be something like. Of course, it always goes somewhere. But try to just play around with. And you know, think of your minor pentatonic as far as your hand position, and this can be played with all three notes, or it can be just these two. And what is that? Jimi Hendrix something blues. Something like that. Can't remember how that goes, but as you can see in that example, he kind of starts a song, rightfully so, with a turnaround, but it really doesn't complete the turnaround. But the point being is to take those shapes and to not play them in order and to slide up to them. But point being, play around with the turnarounds as a tool to improvise with, so that and that means not playing it in order, not playing it in the right place, and just taking an element out of it. Even just doing this is a form of improvisation, because you're taking something that should have been played a certain way. You're not playing it that way. You're choosing to insert it where you want to insert it. You're choosing how long to play it. You're choosing how to play it, and all of those kinds of things. So work on that turn and do it in E. And you can always do a little bit of droning. Anyway, so do it in E, do it in A, do it everywhere, and I'll move off of that because I'm almost about to fall out of this chair. Another good lick that takes forever, I think you're working on, is this one. And that's just the first string, second string with the middle finger. You don't bend the first string, you bend the second one. And you don't let the note come back down without stopping it first. So work on that stuff. I gotta go.